So this is the Hynox Trooper X, and this is a self-proclaimed beast of a bike. That's right, on their website, they claim that this 100 Newton meter bike is absolutely a beast and has the torque that you're gonna need to get up any hill. Well, we're definitely gonna put that to the test today. This bike typically retails for $1,499, but I've seen it on sale quite a bit for right around $1,399. You can also get this bike in 3 different colors, and it is a folding bike that is full suspension. Typically, you don't see a big 750 watt, 100 Newton meter motor on a folding e-bike, let alone with a suspension built in. Now let's talk about this suspension because it's actually an upgraded suspension from what we see on other brands out there. Back here, you're getting a D&M rear suspension. This I found is actually extremely smooth compared to any other brand's folding bike that I've been on. Very impressed with it. It has an air inlet so you can actually adjust the air to your body weight to get this dialed in just right. And they even included a gasket down here that you can move to get this to the precise 20 millimeters of sag that you absolutely want when you're going down the road. And not only can you adjust it with the air, but it also has a lockout included that actually really works. And this rear shock is actually attached with a really common mountain bike style rear suspension setup, and that's called a horse link suspension, allowing this rear wheel to travel smoothly even over the roughest roads. The travel on this is 80 millimeters in the back and 80 millimeters up front. Now, up front, you are getting an EXHO front suspension that is a hydraulic suspension that has 80 millimeters of travel. I found this to be really smooth also, but this rear suspension really dials it in. One thing I'm noticing about this bike is how smooth this rear shock is. It is so smooth and you sit directly above it. So all the bumps in the road you would typically feel, but with this one, I'm not feeling any of those extra bumps. It's smoothing them out. We've got a bumpy section right here. We'll test it. Oh yeah. The D&M air suspension is smooth. And I haven't even tuned this to my body weight. If you want to get this thing super buttery smooth, tune it. Put some air in it and get it to where the sag is 20% of the total length. And man, this thing will be supple. So before we go over any more details on this, let's hit up the road to see exactly what these pedal assists can do. But just so you know, you're gonna wanna download the app so you can actually dial in the speed to get this to go the maximum speed that it can possibly go. And what I like about the app is that each pedal assist level is independently controlled. So you can have pedal assist 1 go 10 miles an hour, or you can have it go 28 miles an hour. It's totally up to you by controlling it via the app. All right, we're gonna do the pedal assist on the Trooper X. I've got this set up in the app to be able to go 28 miles an hour. So right now, pedal assist 1 is going 8 miles an hour. Pedal assist 2 is gonna get us up a little bit quicker. Looks like we're getting about 13 miles an hour. Pedal assist 3, cruising right along here. 18.6. Pedal assist 4. Not a lot more juice on pedal assist 4. We're going 20.5. Yeah, 20.5 is the top on pedal assist 4. Now pedal assist 5, this should in theory get us up to 28 miles an hour. On flat ground here, you can really hear that geared hub motor running. We're looking at 25.2, 25.5. There we go, 26 miles an hour. That seems to be the fastest in pedal assist 5 that this motor wants to go. Now I do have to say the geared hub motor is noisier than the direct drive motors that I've been used to lately. So that's something that I haven't heard in a while. You can really hear the geared hub motor going. It's not crazy obnoxious, but when you're used to a direct drive motor, the geared hub motors are just a lot louder. But the benefit is that geared hub motors have a ton of torque. Now, this is in throttle, and I saw 27 miles an hour with the throttle. That's one thing that's kind of unique with this particular setup, is that this bike will actually go faster in throttle than it will with pedal assist. And just playing around, I've already ridden this bike 6 miles, and just playing around, I noticed that. Usually it's the other way around, where the pedal assist is faster than the throttle. But that's the way it is on this bike. So now that you guys have seen what the Trooper X can actually do with its pedal assist levels and with the throttle, let's go ahead and head back out and let's test out this 100 Newton meter motor over on the big hill. And remember, this is a 20% grade at its maximum peak, and it almost always crushes folding bikes. But I think with this big motor and this smooth suspension, we'll easily get up this hill. All right, guys, we are here at the big hill, 20% grade at max. I've got this in the hardest gear. I've got it in pedal assist 5. We are gonna pedal up this thing to see exactly what this bike can actually do. I have a feeling with 100 Newton meters of torque that this 750 watt motor is going to crush it because it already feels super powerful. We're gonna start out with a little bit of throttle just to get us going because we're in that hardest gear. And then that kicked in really quick. Now, this bike should get us up pretty fast before we get to the hill here. Wow, extremely impressive. 26.6 miles an hour before the hill started. Not many bikes have that ability. So this thing is truly a torque master. Here we go, right up here by the driveway, guys. That's the 19 and then 20%. We're going 22 right now. Just shifted a gear, shifted another gear. We're going 19, here's the 20%. 17, 16, 15.9, 15.4. 15.4 is the lowest I've seen. Wow, this is impressive. This is very, very impressive. Oh, we did it. 15.4 on a folding bike, a 48 volt system only went down to 15.4. Now, if you guys know my rule on this to be a good hill climber, anything that can climb up that hill and stay above 10 miles an hour is classified as a good hill climber. 5.4 miles an hour faster than my minimum. Whew. The Trooper X is a hill climber. This is a bike that I could see somebody who goes to a really hilly campground and they want to put one of these in their RV or the back of their van or their SUV. This would be great for getting up some of those hills in a hilly campground, or if you live in a hilly area and you don't want to have a bike that takes up a lot of room, the Trooper X could be the one for you. You just have to weigh all the options. Guys, we're gonna go back down and I'm gonna do this with the throttle. I don't do this very often with throttle, but this bike has so much torque, I'm gonna do it. And I'll be honest, I have ridden a ton of e-bikes, as you guys know, and there's a lot of claims about e-bikes having a high torque rating that don't feel as torquey as this. I've ridden bikes that have a claimed 120 Newton meters, 130 Newton meters of torque, and they are nowhere close to what this one actually is. All right, we're gonna turn around here and we're gonna test this with the hill climb with throttle. This is something, like I said, I don't do very often because not many 48 volts can actually do a really good job climbing a hill. But I have faith that this one's gonna do it. I know this is gonna make my review a little bit longer on the hill climb part, but I think it's gonna be worth it for you guys. 25 point something, I didn't quite see it before it changed, but over 25 miles an hour before the hill started. And we're at 21.1, and this is about 12% right here. Like I said before, the driveway is where it hits 19, slightly after is where it hits 20. We're going 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Are we gonna stay above 11? Oh, we did, 11.6. And we're climbing now, we're past the steepest part. We're back up to 12. This bike, this is probably, it might be the first 48 volt system that has climbed that hill and stayed well above 10 miles an hour with throttle. Trooper X is definitely a trooper when it comes to the hill climb, guys. Now the key to this, guys, is get the app, download it, and instantly put this thing to go to the higher speed. You can have it default at the 20 that it's set at if you feel comfortable staying below 20 and you don't want to go any higher than that. But if you're like me and you like a little bit of extra juice, that juice is going to help you get up those hills. Because if you can get a faster move at those hills at the bottom, you're going to maintain a higher speed all the way up. So download the app and change the pedal assist level, at least pedal assist 5 to get you up to that 28 miles an hour. Really important. Ooh, got some torque. So there you go. As you guys saw, not only did it crush the pedal assist levels and also the throttle, it also crushed the big hill. The Trooper X is truly a torquey bike that is meant for really steep hill climbing. So for me, this type of bike is ideal if you're somebody who goes camping quite a bit and needs something that's gonna fold up to fit in your RV or in the back of your car, and you go to a campground that has a lot of steep hills, well, this one will have no problem getting you around the campground. Or if you're just limited or want to limit the space that a bike takes up, this Trooper X being able to fold doesn't limit you on power, but gives you the convenience of being able to fold it up to make it to where it doesn't take up as much space in your life. Now, the Trooper X is a 48 volt system. The motor's 48 volt, the battery is 48 volt, and the battery is a 15 amp hour battery. And it's easily removed with this key by flipping the switch and pulling it out. Now, you can charge this battery on the bike or off the bike, and it's got a little indicator right there to let you know what the battery level is if you have this off the bike and you're charging it in your house. To put it back in, it's really simple. You just slide it in here, wait for it to click, and then slide this up to lock it into place, turn the key, and you're good to go. Now, with this 15 amp hour battery, the Trooper X is claimed to get 50 miles with throttle and 65 with pedal assist. Take note, that is gonna be on the more lower pedal assist 1 setting. So you're not gonna be able to run this at full throttle or full pedal assist and expect those higher ranges. But if you're gonna ride a little bit slower and take your time, well, the manufacturer claims that you can actually get those miles. Now, when it comes to drivetrain on this, they did put an undermount 8-speed Shimano shifter up top. You've got a Shimano Altus rear derailleur with a Shimano 8-speed cassette connected into this rear hub back here. This is gonna allow you to shift through all the gears seamlessly. And if you ever get stuck without any power on this, it's gonna give you the ability to actually get back to where you need to go so you can charge the bike back up. Now, when it comes to brakes on this bike has some of my favorite brakes that I've seen on e-bikes. When it comes to 2-piston caliper brakes, there's a lot of brands out there that are being made, but there's a couple that have landed on this channel that have absolutely impressed me every single time on every bike I've ever reviewed. And that is Logan brakes. You get a nice lever up top that has a good lever pull that doesn't feel like it's gonna go all the way into the grip whenever you go squeeze it all the way. Now down here, you do get the 2-piston calipers, both front and back, and that's gonna come with 180 mil rotors. And we should, in theory, be able to stop really well, but it's also dependent upon the tires that are on this bike. These are 20-inch by 4-inch wide tires made by Cho Yang with the hippo skin liner on them. We've seen these on an absolute ton of bikes, and I know that these grip really well on-road and off-road. Let's go ahead, let's test these brakes out. We're gonna test out these Logan brakes here. We know Logan brakes perform really well. We're gonna get it about 20 miles an hour here, kind of maintain it, and oh, of course, the Logan brakes stop on a dime. 2-piston calipers, I mean, Logan brakes have the best lever pull out of pretty much any brake that I've ever tested. I mean, you just barely pull on it, you can start to feel the brake, and it doesn't even get 2 inches from the grips before it's fully engaged. So Logan brakes are some of my favorite brakes out there. They're just reliable, good brakes, and they stop this bike really well. The Cho Yang tires work phenomenal. We know Cho Yang tires. I have used Cho Yang tires for such a long time. We're gonna do something that I don't really do much on a lot of bikes, but this one claims to be a self-proclaimed beast. So we're gonna just throttle it and see exactly how quick we can get to that stop sign right there. This thing has a lot of torque right off the line. So if you're wanting something that's really smooth off the line, this bike is not it. This bike is a monster off the line. And just watch how it pulls as soon as I hit this throttle. 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa, the front wheel kind of comes off the ground there, startles you a little bit whenever you're not quite expecting it. But before the stop sign, 23.5 miles an hour. Man, the Trooper X is truly torquey. This thing will get up and go. If you want to get from a complete stop up to top speed, the Trooper X will do it. It doesn't quite hit that 28 miles an hour like advertised, or not really advertised, but claimed. But man, it'll get you up to that 27 fast. Now, when it comes to creature comforts on this, you do get some plastic fenders, you do get a headlight, a tail light, and you also get a rear rack back here. The seat is nice and comfy and plush, nice and wide, but not too wide, with a little bit of suspension on the back of the seat. And then you can also adjust the seat up and down for your rider height, and you can adjust the handlebars up and down. And speaking of the handlebars on this, they are a nice kind of swept up design that makes it to where you can sit more upright while you're going down the road. Now let's lower this down and take a look at the cockpit up here and see exactly what you guys get. You do get some single-sided lock-on ergonomic grips. These are very, very comfortable, and I found them to not move at all whenever I was going down the road, which is nice. That's exactly why I like lock-on grips. You do get one of my favorite style of thumb throttles. This thumb throttle is very light and easy to press, but you do have to have intention whenever you press it, so you're not going to get any surprises whenever you're sitting on the bike and you accidentally bump up against it. You do get a good control pad next to it right here. I've seen this control pad on several other bikes. It's going to have your plus, your minus to get you through the pedal assist levels, a menu button, a headlight button, and even turn signal buttons. And then next to the control pad is the very big color display screen. This is going to let you see all the details that you're going to need to know while you go down the road. It even has a battery percentage and battery bars on there. Now, one thing I did notice about the battery percentage on this bike is it does have a little bit of voltage sag. So while you're accelerating, you may see that percentage drop, where some other bikes, they handle that really well. The Trooper X does seem to have that battery sag. So if you see your battery drop really quickly, let go of the throttle or stop pedaling, and you should be able to watch and see exactly what that percentage goes back up to get an indication of what your battery life is really actually like. You do have your miles per hour, your odometer, your tripometer, and your pedal assist level right there on the screen also. On the other side is where you get your Shimano 8-speed shifter and your other lock-on grip. So now let's go ahead and let's go through the folding process of how you fold this bike up so you can know whenever you get it how easy this is done. Now when it comes to folding this, it's really easy. Just power the bike off, come down here to the pedals and flip these up, just like that. And then you can go ahead and put your kickstand up. The next thing you're gonna wanna do is pop the handles. There's just a little lever right here, and this will fold right down just like this. Then you can undo this lever with the little latch. Now you're gonna wanna make sure that you position the pedals down about like that. And then you can go ahead and grab the bike right here and grab the seat and push in with your knee. And then this will allow you to fold the bike all the way in and then bring it all the way together. That's how easy you fold the Trooper X. So there you go, that's the Hynox Trooper X. And if you're looking for a torquey, powerful, smooth folding e-bike, well, this one might be the one for you. And you might wanna go get one before the sale goes off, because right now it's only $1,399 instead of that $1,499. I'm not sure how long that sale is actually gonna last, but if it were me and I was in the market for one, I would definitely jump on it before that price possibly raises. And of course, I'll put some links down below, and if you guys use those links, I would greatly appreciate it. But if you guys are enjoying my reviews, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Let me know what you think of this more powerful and nicer suspension folding bike compared to what we've seen on this channel so far. But as always, guys, get out there and ride your e-bike.